Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? Good. Welcome to this special webinar today, and wow, so many people joining here today. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are. I'm very grateful that all of you here make your time, so we can spend like 1 or 2 hours together discussing about something that valuable that can add some value in your life, right? So I think this is the whole purpose of this webinar here. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Carol. Hi, Serene. Oh, so many of you here. How are you guys feeling good? If you're feeling good, yeah, type the word yes. Okay, all right. We need to be in high energy, right? Yeah, when we study whatever Chinese metaphysics subjects, in the end, it's about increasing our energy level. So actually, we can consciously do that, increase our energy level by sitting up straight. Yeah, okay, I see so many yeses here, means that, the energy, all of you here are pumped up. Okay, that's very good. Okay, so I just did a poll just now for all of you guys here, and let me take a look at the poll right now. Okay, it seems like the question the team is asking is, what level is your knowledge on BaZi? 51% actually is beginner, and 42% is intermediate, and 2% is expert, and the remaining 3% is you're the first time here. Okay, so I can assume that 50% of you here are beginner, and then the remaining of you here know some form of knowledge about BaZi. Okay, so first of all, do you know that why you want to learn BaZi in the first place? I think that's very important, right? So because it's not just learning for the sake of learning, because there are so many things we can learn in the whole world right now, right? You just search all the online school, the Udemy, so many subjects. So I think the first question here is, why we want to learn BaZi in the first place? Yeah, because that's what I'm going through as well. If you're first time seeing me, let me just introduce myself here. My name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant from Joey Up Consulting Group. So I was a programmer 7 years ago, right? So it's time really flies. 7 years ago, I'm a programmer. I'm sitting in my office, and then I'm writing codes. Yeah, behind the scene. Yeah, that's what I did 7 years ago. And that time, I still remember that I struggling financially, right? So I'm not sure how many of you here can relate to that. Maybe some of you here are born rich, I don't know. But that time, yes, I have a job, but I'm still struggling financially because the pay is not really good that time. And probably it's due to my skill is not so good. Yeah, that's why I attract a lower pay. And then I'm not happy, right? And then every month, the moment I get end of the month, then whenever I got my salary, and within 1 week, then all my money disappeared. I don't know why. Magically, it disappeared. So I would regard this as one of my superpower. I can magically make all the money disappear. How many of you here have this ability as well? You don't know what is happening. Okay, yeah, you don't know what's happening. Suddenly, the moment you open your wallet, then everything disappeared, just disappear magically, And yeah, all of you here know that what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is 12/12, right? Okay, then if you have that ability, I think after this webinar or later, you're going to actually sit in front of the screen and you're going to buy stuff. Yeah, that's where I 7 years ago, and I'm still like that. I still like to buy things right now. So that time, the time that when I actually I'm struggling financially, and then the thing here is one thing happened over another, because when I was young, like during college, when I studied in college, I have a very big dream. I have a very big dream. I want to do this. I want to become a millionaire. I want to actually buy a big house, nice car. I think most of the young guy have this sort of dreams. So, but after that, after I graduated, I worked few years as a programmer, and suddenly this dream here seemed drifted apart, gradually, and then to a point that I don't feel that it's not possible anymore in my mind. Right, so that time I gotta tell you, that time I'm really depressed. I don't know what to do, and the worst part is my friend think I'm doing well. Yeah, that's the worst part. They don't know what I feel inside. How many of you have this issue like this? You are not really love your career. You are struggling financially. but all your friends think you're doing really well, you're going somewhere, right? That is not a nice feeling to have, right? I still remember during that time, when an iPhone released, and then they say, Iverson, the iPhone already out already, let's go and buy. Then I just tell them honestly, I say, I don't have money, right? And then they don't believe me. They say, you don't lie to me, Iverson. I know you got a lot of money. They're actually hurting inside because the truth of fact is, I don't have any, right? So and then the thing here is, one thing lead one over another. This is how I get to know BaZi. And that time, I also learned a news that my parents, my dad, he planned to retire. Okay, plan to retire, right? So the moment someone plan to retire, then like my dad, right? So which means what? I need to make more money, right? Because I need to support my parents. If my dad is working, then I still can relax, right? So my dad say, I'm going to retire in 1 year time. Okay, then this is really the tipping point for me. Now then I actually go and search, what happening to me? Is it some people talking about you're destined to be like this? Okay, and then some people say, why not you try to look around, and then I learn some, I attend some seminar, like motivation seminar, and then after that, I feel so upbeat, I jump here and there. How many of you have this experience? After you attended a motivational seminar, and then you feel so psyched, and then you're just jumping, you're just screaming. Yeah, I've been there before. I used to laugh at people right now, but I am actually do that last time, right? So, but the thing here is, after 2 weeks, jumping here and there, and then suddenly all the energy just dies off, right? I back to square one again. So then I ask, what really happening here? I need to really find an answer for this, right? What is my destiny? Because that time I don't know what to do, and then I don't have money. So I actually come to a point that I, due to maybe a grace or something, an act of love, I able to encounter this art of BaZi. At the time I learned this BaZi, and then I say, hey, this is something really interesting. Because whenever you are that time, I don't feel like I'm hopeful. I'm depressed. So whenever you see something that can actually a bridge to get you to a clarity, a point of clarity, then of course you'll be very interested. That's how I feel that time, and that's how I get to learn BaZi. And then BaZi, how many of you here know, or at least you actually practice some BaZi before? You already read your own chart before. Type the word me. Okay, so all right. So some of you really practiced BaZi before, right? So which means that that time I also studied BaZi. I still remember I bought the book and then I read it, and then after that because I have nothing to do that time, because I'm depressed, right? So nothing excites me except on this. Then I actually learn it, and then I look at the prediction part. It's always fun to look at the prediction part, right? So the first question I always ask myself is, will I become rich or not? How many of you have the same question? The first time you came in contact with this art of BaZi, this is the question I had in mind. Will I become rich or not? I think a lot of you here also have this question. Maybe later I teach you how to say this. Okay, all right. So that time, I do some prediction, and then I actually ask a question. I ask a question: if I continue to do my job as a programmer for the next 5 years or 10 years, what would be my outcome? And then the answer I got is what? It's a bleak outcome. It's not a great outcome. Not a great outcome means what? No money. I will not feel fulfilled. Okay, but when you learn BaZi, after that, the answer, this path is not correct, right? Then you can ask another question. That time I ask another question is, what else I can do? Then on the BaZi, I look at the talent side, and or the ability. Then I discover something I can do, like teaching, speaking, consulting, So that time I was thinking, do I need to teach something about programming? I already hate programming. So why need to do that, right? So then I also look for what else I can teach beside programming. So that time I look at my chart. I'm not only looking at my potential ability, I also looking at what might happen in the future. I think that part is interesting, right? How many of you here interested on the art of prediction? You want to know what's next. Let's say now you break off, you want to know who is your next boyfriend. Whether it's fat, Yeah, tall, slim, wealthy. I think most of us here, we are fascinated by the art of prediction, right? Yeah. So, and that's why I actually conduct this webinar today. And during the time when I do a prediction, I discovered that there will be someone will be instrumental to my change of my destiny next year. Yeah, the time when I actually do this is already like in the almost the year end. Then I say, oh, next year I may meet someone like this. Okay, I say, okay, let me prepare first. So I study parts and all those things. And then while I study, I'm still waiting. I'm very curious, who is this person is, right? Because according to the parts, I will meet a nobleman next year. Right, so and then this nobleman, you're able to help me to transform my life. Yeah, due to the chart. Later I show you. Yeah, how do you read this as well? It's a breakthrough moment. All of us here have breakthrough moment. So, and long story short, after that, while I'm waiting, then the next year arrived. That time, and that time, Dr. Joey, that time actually asked me. He say, Iverson, if I give you a chance to become a speaker or consultant, would you interested to take on this opportunity or not? Yeah, this is what he asking me. Yeah, yes, Dr. Joey is my nobleman. Yeah, that is what already happened. Yeah, so he asked me, and during that time, you bear in mind that I'm a programmer, right? So, I want to become a speaker. I don't think I have that confidence, because even to get me to stand on stage already a challenge, let alone speaking. So that time in my mind, I want to say no, right? So then and my reply during that time is I'm very shy person. I'm an introvert person, right? So what is his reply? He say, Iverson, you just need to reply yes or no. Right? So why he do this? Yeah, so because he detected I actually tried to give excuse why not to do something, right? So he break the pattern, and then he said, I would say, you just need to tell me yes or no. If you're telling me no, then you resume what you do right now, right? But if you say yes, then this is the opportunity I'm going to give you. Okay, so during that time, I think for a moment, and then since the chart also say that I can speak, I can teach, and this is the one that makes me happy, then why not I do this, right? So therefore, long story short, that time I actually say yes, and then the path of my career changed totally. Yeah, bear in mind, I studied information technology. I studied computing, right? And what I'm doing right now is totally different. Yeah, so right now, if I look back, comparing now, I feel fulfilled on what I do. That's why I see sometimes during weekends, I also do a webinar. Before this coronavirus, we actually fly to different countries to do talk and then to do courses. So I find fulfillment in that. And when you love what you do, and when you compare financially, you discover that, hey, you actually earn so much more than what you earn as a programmer. Don't you be cool that when you enjoy what you do and you get paid for it, and that is much more than you used to earn? Yeah, so this is the path of how I use BaZi to make certain decision to get where I am right now. Of course, right, I still have a plan, what is the next level, because the chart always is a progressive chart, right? There always a next level, and next level. So I actually very grateful for the help offered by Dr. Joey, and also all of you here that actually all your support, right? Like attending my webinar, and all those things here. And some of you send me thank you notes, Yeah, that really important to me, right? Because one thank you note actually can make my whole day great. Yes, that's why some of you here, I receive a lot of notes. I'm really grateful for that. So in return, I do a lot of things, right? I actually I open my YouTube channel. Yeah, I think some of you watch my YouTube channel, right? A lot of videos there. You can learn. Yeah, I actually upload all the 10-day master there. If you're a beginner to BaZi, just go there and learn. And then there are some like Chimen Dunja and Feng Shui. Yeah, you can learn from that. Yeah, so I think this is one way I can give back, because someone helped me before. So I feel that there's my obligation to pay it forward. Yeah, so, and this is how, so I'm grateful that during the time right now, this compared to last time, that's just to show you, it's just in case you're new here. Yeah, this is the things I like to do. Yeah, do you see it? Yeah, so this is what. Yeah, so if you ask me 7 years ago, is this possible? I would say it's beyond my wildest dream. I cannot even do this, right? So this is the thing that I actually align back to my partner. Yeah, this is something that I do. So how do you know? How do you utilize this? Because this is just my little story of my own. You know, it's not like a big story. It's just my own personal story. But you also have your own story, right? Your own life you want to achieve. So what can you do from that? So if you're a beginner, let me just show you this portion here. When you're using BaZi, you want to use it to improve one of this aspect in your life. So it could be career, it could be your life path. You know, you're finding your purpose. Yeah, what is your life path would be, or it could be you want to predict certain events, just like how I did previously. I predict about a nobleman coming, right? So, and also predict there will be a career change. So therefore, you can use it to predict events. And also maybe some of you want to understand more about your character, because character, there are two parts. One part is the visible one, where is the one that the surface you know about it, but there are also some character you might not know is hidden, right? So the more you when you understand that part, you can actually activate those hidden talent or the dormant talent within you. Yeah, otherwise you need to depend on certain event to trigger it, and that event might not happen in your lifetime, right? So that's the benefit of learning it. So of course, BaZi also talking about luck, right? How many of you here want to have good luck? Of course, everyone, correct, right? So sometimes we have more luck, and sometimes we have less luck. So therefore, it's good to know this, so we can actually not only know our own luck, right? If we know that our business partner have great luck, then we can actually do more project with this person or more collaboration. Yeah, this is the one that you can use the luck for. And the next one here is relationship, right? I believe that, you know, the whole quality of our life boils down to the quality of our relationships. Yeah, it's the people that make our life meaningful. Don't you guys agree? Right? You think about this, right? Every time you achieve something great, yeah, of course you feel happy for a while, right? What you do next after that? You're going to tell someone, right? You want to tell your family, you want to tell someone you love, right? That you actually you want to celebrate with them, right? So that people is the one that give us meaning in life. Agree? So BaZi can talk about, you know, not just I dislike the way, you know, some of the couple, you know, whenever they're together and then they want to get married, they want to check whether their spouse compatible with them or not, right? I always ask them, what if it's not? Are you going to break off with this person, right? So therefore, since you are not, why you want to know whether it's compatible or not? I think the more proactive way is to know how do you have a great relationship with this person, right? What is this person truly want in relationship? Yeah, that's how you use BaZi for it. And also, when is the time when your relationship become more there's a tension on it, right? So therefore, and of course about wealth, because 90% of the thing we want in life got to do with money. Even we wake up, you want to brush your teeth, that costs money. Right? So even you're talking to me right now, even the webinar is this a complimentary webinar, but the internet connection, your laptop, everything costs money. Don't you think so? Right? So I would say that one of the the fun thing in life is about accumulating wealth. It's not about to showing off to others. The reason I believe that when we accumulate wealth, there are two reasons. Yeah, one reason we have a freedom to do what we want. And then the second reason is we have the ability to give and make an impact to the world. Agree? Right? Because in if your whole life to sum up, right, it's about our ability to make difference. Yeah, so, and of course, the next one here is health. Health is important because if there are no health, then, you know, nothing else is important. And business. Yeah, so some of you are business owner, because if you ask me, Iverson, because besides teaching, I'm also a coach, right? But the coach, there are so many coaches, right? So, and me, if you ask me, my preference would be I will coach business people. This is what I do all the time. Even before this webinar, actually, I just finished a consultation with business people or professionals. This is what I like to do. Yeah, and actually reflected in my BaZi chart. Yeah, so your parser chart also have a so-called attraction model where you attract certain people. Right, as some of you here have been quite some time, you know our academy. We have a lineup of coaches, right? So whenever there is a consult appointment coming in, it will be randomly assigned to all of us, right? Be randomly by sequence, right? So there will be a system to randomly assign. So guess what? Those people that assign to me to get a consult from me, most of them are business people and are professionals or C-levels. Yeah, this is something very funny. Throughout all these years, like 6 years now, I always attract the same type of people. Yeah, and while my colleague, another consultant, yeah, sometimes they might have a lot of relationship that all the clients are concerned about relationship. So it can look from my chart. Yeah, so in the month pillar, right? So my month pillar is wealth structure. Some of you learned parts before. Yeah, so therefore I attract those clients. So this is something that you cannot explain. Yeah, because it's assigned by random basis. You still get it. I think there's something cool about parser. And finally, here is about friendship. Yeah, friendship here. The word here is about network. Right. So if you have a powerful network, you can get things done easier. Right, so this is the part that this friendship is all about. Okay, all right. So these are the I would say that all the aspect of parser that you can use it to improve your life. So if you had to choose one of this aspect here, which one is important to you right now? Okay, type in the chat box. Which aspect is the most important to you right now? Okay, let me see the answers here. Okay. Health, affinity with clients, nice. Health. Angeline Tan say health. Fatima Hassan say health. Carol Mark, career, nice. Okay, so yeah, so when you look at, the reason I ask you this question here, so you gain clarity, right? Clarity on the subject. So when you look at parser, you have to use a different so-called perspective to look at it. Yeah. So today I mainly want to talk about one part here is about prediction. Yeah, I might touch about a bit of career, about wealth, but I'm mainly talking about prediction because parser you can use it for character analysis, right? So today I'm going to actually talk about prediction. Are you okay with that? I think that's the reason you joined this webinar, right? You want to learn more about this prediction. So can I and some group of people, when I have the opportunity to talk to, they'll say that I don't want to do any prediction, right? Because according to them, maybe their parents told them, they say that we're not supposed to do prediction. Yeah, there are some question I received from my Facebook and sent from my Instagram. He said, Iverson, I like what you do, but I'm sorry, I don't think it's right to do prediction. Then then I asked them why. He say that my parents say so, all those things. Then my reply here is, I say I respect that, right? Because that is your parents, right? I say I truly agree. I'm not forcing you to do it, but I actually told her this. I say that do you know that we're actually using prediction all the time without you knowing it? Yeah. So then she say I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Iverson. Yeah. I ask him, is it financial forecast is also a prediction? Right? It's a prediction. Correct not? Right? So, and let's think about weather forecast. Don't you think weather forecast is a prediction? And we use it all the time. Right? So if you refuse or you resist prediction, you cannot look at financial forecast. You cannot look at weather forecast. And how about a forecast about natural disaster? Right. Don't you think this is useful as well? It saves millions of lives, right? Like tsunami, earthquake. Yeah, there's a detector, right? So that also a forecast. They just use different tools. How about while you're driving, you're using the Waze. The Waze app that you install on your phone, you want to get from point A to point B? That part also prediction, right? They're going to predict what time you're going to arrive at your destination. Right, so they're just using different technology and different data. Yeah, so which means that if you reject prediction, which means you cannot use Waze, you cannot use financial forecast, you cannot use weather forecast or whatsoever, right? So because BaZi is nothing, it's almost the same like that. They use certain data. That's why when you plot your BaZi chart, then is where where we collect your you key in your date of birth and time of birth. Then that is the data we are looking at. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? So therefore, this is the thing we have in common. Yeah, it's about data. So do you got your BaZi chart ready or not? Have you got your BaZi chart ready? Yeah. So if you haven't, or some of you are new here, you don't know what is this BaZi chart is all about. Let me give you the link first, before we continue. Okay, this is a BaZi plotter, right? This is where you go when you need to plot your BaZi chart, and plot your BaZi chart using this, and then key in your date and time of birth. If you already have one, it's good. If you haven't, go to this link and do it right now. You can do it from your phone. Yeah, you can do it laptop, anywhere, as long as you have internet connection, right? And if you already got your chart ready, then I would advise you to actually plot your family members chart as well, or your enemy chart, or your boss chart. Okay, it's important, Yeah, you want to succeed in your career, don't just ask about your talent. Right? Your talent only one part. You also need to ask, how do I manage my boss properly? Right? How do I make my boss happy? Because your career destiny is not lies in your BaZi chart. It lies on whether your boss likes you or not. Right? So did you secretly plot your boss or your superior or your manager chart or not? You should do it. Yeah, this is what I teach my client to do. Sometimes when they do a consultation with me, I say you better plot your boss chart as well. Right? Don't you think this is important? Right? So talent is just one part. Have you seen some people that they can perform so well in a company just because their boss doesn't like them, and then they cannot get ahead in their career? Yeah, so there are so many ways we can actually use BaZi in that sense. Okay, so since all of you are ready, we can start. So, and today I'm going to talk about three things. Yeah, three things, because I noticed that some of you here are beginner, some of you are expert, some of you are almost expert, some of you already expert. Yeah, so different group here. So I try to strike a little bit balance here, right? But my priority will actually give for beginners, right? So if an expert, I'll say maybe you can help some beginner in the chat room here, answer the question and all those things. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so these are the things I'm going to talk about today, right? So there are three things. What is the twin forces of destiny? And then the second one, I'm going to talk about your next breakthrough. And then the third one, I'm going to talk about the eye of the future. How can you predict something like next year? So don't you think this is cool? And finally, I want to leave it some bonus in the end of the session, just to keep you awake. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that, okay? Yeah, because I understand that learning from the classroom and learning from webinar is very, very different, right? So yeah, because there are so many ways you can get distracted. Yeah, maybe your children running behind. There are so many things, right? So therefore, today, to be clear, we will cover all these three things here. Yeah, if time's allow. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, if you're ready, type the word yes, so we can continue. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, so the first one, we're talking about these twin forces here. This one is something that very, very important, because the twin forces is the one that shape our destiny, right? Because if you want to actually create a better future, so you need to understand what is the forces that govern our destiny in the first place, right? Let me share with you, what is these two forces are. Okay, now let me the two forces of destiny is actually these two. One is the preparation, and then one is opportunities. So the goal in our life is to master these two parts. So these are the two forces that govern our destiny. So let me explain a little bit, what does it mean? On the preparation part, preparation talking about your skill, talking about your talent, talking about your knowledge, talking about your confidence. So you prepare. All right, so that is the same reason your parents send you to school to study. What is the purpose of doing that? It's because they want you to get what? Prepared. So you're equipped with the right skill, the right knowledge, and the confidence, or maybe you're able to activate your talent, during your school days, right? Or maybe you can become a great athlete or footballers, that is the training part. So what is your talent? Everything is under preparation. So think about like an army, right? Before they go to the war, don't you think they need to actually learn certain skill, battle skill, all these things here. They train themselves, strengthen their muscle, their vitality, their stamina. All these are under preparation. Do you think this is important? Yes, right? That's why you send your children to school, right? And then there's a reason why you attend this webinar, because you want to be more prepared, you want to be more skillful, so you're able to make a better decision. You are ready. So are you ready or not? Yeah, that's the first question you need to ask yourself, right? So the second part, if you are ready, opportunity, talking about lucky break. Yeah, I think all of us here, we want some lucky breaks in our life, right? Even though, you heard a lot of people say, okay, we must work hard, we don't care about luck. But think about this, right? We cannot ignore the fact that luck does play a factor in our life, because we are just human, right? There's only so much we can control within ourselves. Do you realize that a lot of the thing that we have right now is come from other people? Right? Just like me, right? So if the opportunity is not given to me during that time, probably I'm still a programmer right now. I might not have the chance to talk to you today. Yeah, like this. You get what I mean? So opportunity, don't you think it's important? Right? But if you are not ready, even opportunities come by, you are not able to get it. Yeah, that's the thing. So the opportunities part, talking about lucky break, partnership, other people, economy, or even if you're running your own business, this one talking about the trend or the customers, right? That's why a lot of people say success are equivalent to what? Preparation plus opportunities, right? We cannot ignore the fact. Anyone that tell you they don't need luck, is that ego get on their way already. Right, all of us here, there are only so much we can do as one person. Don't you think so? Right. So the reason we learn this, learn BaZi is one way also is to humble us. They know that there are bigger, larger forces playing out there. Right. They're talking about timing, talking about coincidence, talking about lucky break in our life. Right. Like why I tell this is important here, because back 2 years ago when I go to London for a holiday, when I take the subway, there are some street singer there, right? And they can sing really, really well. Yeah, even better than some of these celebrity singers, right? But why they're still struggling financially? Tell me. If just talent is enough, right? So why they're still struggling? Yeah. So therefore, opportunities also are one of the part that you want to actually understand. So in the BaZi chart, you can actually assess these two forces on different area. Yeah. So let me show you here, especially for beginner. So whenever we're talking about preparation, that is where you should look to. You look at here. Yeah. So this part, right? This part talking about preparation, and then the bottom part here talking about opportunities. Yeah, so now to look at your BaZi chart, I want you to identify these two sections first. Yeah, these two sections. I want you to do that. Okay, so for expert, I think you know already. You close your eyes, you also know where this is located, right? So, and so I'm talking about the beginner. So you want to know. So let's say, let me just in case, right? Because 50% of you are beginner here. So it's just in case you want to know about how do I unleash my talent, grow my talent, or what skill do I have? Or if I want to improve my confidence and self-esteem, which part I should look? Which sections I should look for? Is it preparation or is it opportunities? Type it in the chat box if you're a beginner, because the expert already know the answer. Okay, beginners, the 50%, type it there. Yeah, this is very important, because if it's not the BaZi chart, there's so many information, right? If you want to retrieve information, you must know where to look for those information. Okay, all of you here say preparation. Okay, Jomini, preparation, Siu Tai. Okay, nice. Okay, all right, the preparation part on top, right? So while you are typing there, I want you to look at your chart and identify that section, the preparation. So the technical term for this, they call this natal chart. Okay, just for you to know. Yeah, just in case later on you want to learn more BaZi, the technical term is called natal chart. Okay, so now if you want to know, when will I meet my special one, or when my investment opportunity is coming, so where you look for? Is it you look for preparation or you look for opportunities? Of course, it's opportunities, right? Because whenever a question about when, right, about when or something to do with external other people, then you're going to look at opportunities, because opportunity is not something you can control 100%. Yeah, so that is the part here. So these are the two twin forces you need to learn. Okay, so now let's do the first prediction here. Yeah, because this is a prediction class. So now, this to answer the very first question I asked, when I start to learn BaZi, will I become wealthy or not in the future? I think this is a question that a lot of people ask, right? Whenever we ask this question, like in the future, or will I, so this is something got to do with what? Prediction. So therefore, prediction can happen in two ways, right? Can happen in two ways. One way is you actually, you predict someone's future by their characters. It's possible to do it this way, right? Because if you discover someone that is very lazy, and then they like to eat a lot of junk food, and they didn't exercise, can you predict their future or not? Yes. Right? You know that in the future, this person probably will be obese or unfit, and physically ill. Yeah, you can actually predict it even without reading the BaZi. Why? Because you observe this person's character at present moment. You already know the future. So back to the question just now, I'm asking, will this person that's potential to become wealthy or not? Then we can actually look at their character, right? If their character is someone that, are positive, they are hardworking, don't you think the chances will be better? Okay, so now I teach you how to do this. Okay, take out your BaZi chart right now. And the element that govern wealth, the element that govern wealth, or you're asking a question, will I be wealthy or not, is got to do with these two elements. So these are the one, direct wealth or indirect wealth. It's an or, it's not an and. Okay, so either one, either of this actually represent our wealth element. So it says that if you have this element in your chart, then the answer would be yes. That's how the classic or the traditional way, when they read the chart, they must have this element. Okay, so then don't worry, don't look at your chart first. Let me explain a little bit here. What does it mean here? So this element, if it's happened in your chart, natal chart, your preparation chart, because we're talking about character, right? If it's appear in your preparation chart, then it means these three things. The more you have a wealth element there, you know what is important and what is not. You automatically know that. So, or who they meet, they know who is the one is useful to them. And even what they do, they know which thing that will add value to them or help them to gain to the next position. So they're very good at that. If you have the wealth element, you can decipher which one is important to me. Even when you meet in a networking session, you will know I will only talk to those people that's important or can help me. They're very quick at sensing that part. That's one of the reasons that this will increase their chances to become wealthy. Okay, some of you ask how to read later. I'll teach you how to read in the chart, but I need to explain the concept first. All right, the concept, when you have this wealth element, first point, they're very pragmatic, right? They know if you are not useful, they are not going to talk to you because they know that their time are precious, so they want to maximize their time. Okay, so the first one. So if you have this wealth element, which we're going to discover later, if you have this wealth element, then also means that they're able to spot opportunities easily. They're very good at that. So which means that, let's say, the company going to go into digital transformation. They're going to move a lot of business online. And then suddenly the boss say, who will volunteer? If I want to create a small community in the office talking about digital innovation, if the person have wealth element, he will say yes. even he didn't get paid for that, it's volunteer for free, he will do it because he knew in the future, this company going to use this technology anyway because they're going through a digital transformation, right? So they are good at spotting opportunities. That's the second point, if you have the wealth element. And then the third thing here, if you have wealth element, you are willing to hustle. Don't you think this is important? You don't mind put in hours in your work. Maybe if you have wealth element, a good one, you can work like 16 to 18 hours per day. There's people like that. Okay. So now these are the 3 points. So think about this, right? If you see someone that actually have all these 3 attributes in them, can you predict this person will become successful or wealthy or not? What are the chances here? High, right? You'll be higher, correct or not? Right? Because you know that this character will create certain destiny. You get what I mean? So therefore, when you look at the wealth element is not the money. Yeah, because you look at the natal chart, it's talking about that person character. So therefore, when we read the chart, you have wealth element become wealthy because they predict, that with this character, this person can do no wrong. At worst, they're average. They'll make some money. They can earn a living. That is the chart. So now, everyone clear? So now I'm going to share with you how do you actually look at the chart, to spot this part here. Let me show you the. Okay, I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay, there you go. Okay, this is the chart here. Okay, all right. So now, how do you see? Because now we are talking about someone character, right? So we're going to look at this part. We have to look at this part only, right? So because this part represent preparation. Okay, all right. Don't know why all this thing coming up, but don't worry. Yeah. So do you see direct wealth here or not? DW. Yes. Do you see a DW here? Yeah, I'm drawing one right now. You see DW here? Yes, right. So this person got wealth in the chart or not? Yes. Okay. Let me clear the rest first, because it's a bit annoying. I don't know why it's there. Let me clear this. Okay, nice. Let me zoom in again. Okay. All right. So do you see a DW here? Yes, right. We can see one. And then how about here? You don't have, and here you don't have. Okay, never mind. If you don't have it at the top, there's always a backup plan for you. Yeah, look at the bottom as well. Okay, so in the chart, wow, this person have one. Okay, another one here, and another one here. Okay, now with so many wealth element in the chart, you can tell this. You can almost tell this person character already, and you also can predict, what is the achievement this person will have, right? Because you say, okay, this person very pragmatic. Yeah, if you're useless, this person will not going to talk to you. You must accept the fact. Yeah, because this is how this person behave. Yeah, this is the example, right? So therefore, now I want all of you here to look back at your chart to see. So where to look for? Yeah, let me just to be clear, you only look at this part. Yeah, that one I actually square it. Yeah, this is the part you got to look at it. Only here. I know some of you want to jump into the opportunity box. No, right? You don't create your own formula. Okay? Yeah, must learn how to accept, If you don't have, it's fine, right? So one of the secret of mastering BaZi is you need to actually have acceptance level. It's very high. You must accept it, right? So you don't have, it's fine, right? Just accept the part here. Okay, someone asked about too bad to have 7 killing. I didn't talk about 7 killing, okay, right now. So yeah, let's not deviate from the topic. Okay, why not all of us here just concentrate on these two first, direct wealth or indirect wealth, right? So therefore, if you have this, and maybe in the future, you want to actually, you want to date someone, right? You can secretly plot their chart, right? You can secretly plot their chart, and then you see whether if this is important to you, then you should know. Okay, all right. So this is clear, right? This one is very, very easy. This is the first in the old days. This is how they actually used to predict someone whether they're high capacity or not. So the next level, right? So the wealth element either DW or IW is fine, right? So do you want to learn something, another level, something deeper? So this wealth element can appear in the year, month, day, or hour. Okay, so if you have a choice, as if like you have a choice, actually you don't, right? So you only can check your chart whether you have or not. So if you really have a choice, we would like this wealth element to be in the month pillar. That's the most powerful. Okay, so how do you know whether it's a month pillar? Yeah, let me show you again. Yeah. Okay, all right. So this is the month. Okay, one. I haven't shared yet. Okay, all right. Now, this is the month. Okay. Yeah, this part is the month. So if your wealth element is here, it's very hard for you to become poor to start with. Even you try. Okay, so you'll find a way. Right? So it's not about the quality, right? Sometimes you have one wealth element, in the chart. If it's in the month, it's good enough. You don't need a lot. Yeah, a lot doesn't mean you have more money. Okay, one good quality is good enough already. Okay, someone asked whether is rock wealth considered. No, rock wealth is rock wealth. Okay, it's not wealth element. Yeah, we cannot force it. As much as I like to, rock wealth means rock wealth. It's not wealth element. Sorry. KH Tan. Yeah, so sorry. This is not. Okay. All right. So now, then a lot of people will ask, right? If I have all this, does it mean I destined to be rich? No. Right? There's a lot of mistake that people think, right? The chart only tell you potential, right? What if you decide do nothing about it? Yeah, then therefore, all the gift, you better give it to me. Or better give it to someone else, because you are given all this kind of opportunity, you are not using it, it's wasted. Right? So therefore, this is the thing here. And then MET asks about, is direct wealth and compared to indirect wealth, which one is better? They are equal. They are just different nature. Yeah, today we're not going to talk about the differences here, because that one is more on their character, how they approach wealth. Yeah, so now today we're going to talk about a so-called the prediction part. Okay, so some of you have the wealth element. Later on, when you learn BaZi, there could be a kryptonite of wealth. Yeah, there are one more layer. Now we just look at the presence of the wealth element. Then when you learn BaZi in the next level, then we're talking about if there's a clash with the wealth element, right? So when you have in the month, if there's a clash, it means that it disappeared, right? So it's not strong. So there are a lot of our so-called possibility, but I choose not to talk about it. First, do you have it or not? If you have it, at least you can use it. Yeah, that is the whole thing here. Okay, all right. So Aaron clear so far about this? Okay, all right. So now let's talk about the second one here, right? So let's talk about the second one here. The second one I'm going to talk about is this part. Yeah, is the your next breakthrough, right? I think all of us here also are agree when I say that we go through ups and downs in life, right? Sometimes we'll go through we ride the wave of luck. Everything seems very smooth. You meet the right people, it's very happy moment. But sometimes one obstacle leads to another, one over another, right? So therefore, in BaZi chart, this is a part that we want to predict as well, because all of us here have a breakthrough moment. We want to know when to predict, when is our breakthrough moment is, because this is what we call season of life, right? All of us here have our up and downs and all those things, right? Like one of my client I met, he 2 days ago. Yeah, this is the client. He talked to me. He said that, Iverson, my business all this while is good. Yeah, but for the last 2 years, the customer are not buying anymore. Seems like things become difficult. Right, so that maybe the trend is changing, right? Something are changing. So that one is about the phases, of your life here. So in BaZi chart, we some of you might in a career you lost your mojo. How many of you here lost your mojo sometime? Yeah, you used to be a very good speaker, but come to a point that you feel that you're not that good anymore. Somehow you lost your influence skill. Or for some football players, right? They are very good, they are very good, but sometimes they lost their form, they lost their mojo. Some even they cannot even score a goal anymore, or they go through a downward spiral, right? This happened to everyone. So is when we learn BaZi, it's good to know, when the next phases of life and our current one. So if we know it, then we can actually plan our action accordingly, though we can plan ahead. So this is, some of you actually pointed out just now, this is what we call the luck pillar. Because every time we change to a new phases of life, it could be you change your career totally. So for me, I make a shift from programmer to become a speaker is when I change my luck pillar. Yeah, exactly to the spot, right? Big change, right? So sometime when you shift to the next pillar or the next phase of your life, sometimes the relationship might turn bad. Yeah, suddenly a lot of argument. Or maybe a new baby come into your life, right? Then don't you think your life will change? All these big changes will be reflected on these new phases. Or maybe you discover that you meet special people or noblemen that change your life entirely. Yeah, so this is what I describe as the season of life, or in the technical term, we call this the luck pillar. And this luck pillar or season of life govern 10 years of our life. So after the 10 years being used up, they're going to move to the next 10 years. Yeah, so this is how it means. So, and let me show you where do you look for this. This part I look at where? Opportunities part. Remember, just I tell you there are two forces that govern our destiny. So one is preparation. Now we're going to look at the opportunities part, right? Because this is something changing, right? It's external factor involved. So let me just show you again. Yeah, how do you read this? Okay, there you go. Okay, this is the thing here, right? So first thing here, if you're a beginner, the thing that you need to know is this one, right? The year. Okay, so let me just zoom in a little bit. So right now you're in this phase of life. So when you're going to change to the next phase? When again? Then 30 years old for this person. So it's like a software upgrade. Like you bought an iPhone, there'll be a big upgrade, right? Right. So now what is the iOS version right now? 14? Yeah, I also cannot keep track of the OS update already. So every time they change from 13 to 14, yeah, then that is a big upgrade, right? So, but in BaZi chart, not necessarily is an upgrade. Yeah, sometimes it could be a downgrade. Yeah, so this is so therefore we need to study. So if you want to know what is happening during your current phases of life, then we need to study all these character here. Okay, study all these character here to know, what is available to you. Yeah, what changes that comes to you. I want to study. So this person here, let's say this person name is Mary. So the moment she hit 20 years old, then this is the phases of life. And how about 21? She's still here, right? And how about 25? He's still in these phases of life. Until when? Until she hit 30 years old, then only you look at this pillar. Everyone clear? Right? It's shift on once every 10 years. Yeah, that's how it works. So right now, I'm going to share with you one very, very quick way to actually determine, whether the current luck pillar you're having right now, is it smooth or not and lucky or not. You want to know this part at least first? Yeah, it's like a good luck. Yeah, good opportunities. You want to predict that. Okay, so how do we do this? Yeah, so since some of you are beginner here, I'm going to teach you a very simple way to know whether you have good luck. Yeah, good luck means what? So sometimes you'll be in the right place at the right time, things went smoothly for you, less problem. Yeah, so this is how we're going to do it. Okay, now, so I'm going to share with you a very simple way to do this as is by doing this. Yeah, so I'm going to show the BaZi chart again. Okay, this is a BaZi chart. So I want you to, okay, let me zoom out a little bit So to give you a better perspective where we are right now, this is the chart. Wow, so many drawing. So scroll down, scroll down slowly until you reach to this point. Okay, this point here. So when you learn BaZi, basically you're learning the language of 5 elements. Yeah, BaZi is about 5 elements. So that's why on the chart here, you can see there's a earth, there's a fire, and wood, water, and metal, right? So this graph talking about the strength, is actually showing you the strength of these 5 elements in the chart. But there are 2 diagrams. One is the beige color and one is the purple color. So we're going to use the beige color because the beige color is the what given to you from the start, right? It's a natal. Yeah, this is something that are permanent inside you. Yeah, the energy. If you use the purple color, this one will change every single year because it's just an annual energy. So we need to focus on the beige color. So now the whole idea of smooth and lucky is all these 5 elements need to be balanced. Yeah, that is the first thing here. Yeah, you need to know this concept. Yeah, so talking about balancing. Yeah, that's how they derive the useful God from the first place. If you heard about useful God. So now, if you look at this person chart here, tell me, if you want to make it balanced, which are the weakest element among the 5 elements in his chart? Is it earth, fire, metal, water, or wood? We're going to use the beige diagram, not the purple color. Okay, I want all of you here to practice. Which element do you think is the okay, all of you here. Okay, yes, you're correct. Water, right? So why? You see, water is here, and then discover that the water value is here. So which means that this person needs water. Okay, so or wood also can, right? But for easy easy to learn this, we just select one first, the weakest. Yeah, the weakest is water. Yeah, because wood is still 40%. Yeah, but the weakest here is water is 20%, right? So therefore, water element, yeah, is the weakest. So which means that this person needs water element to become lucky. Yeah, now I'm talking about lucky. I'm not talking about talent. I'm just purely talking about luck. Okay, so this is the thing here. So is it mean you need to drink more water? No, right? So don't do that. So I know some people, they're going to advise you to drink more water and then to go to learn how to swim. Yeah, all these things. Yeah, don't believe it. Yeah, this is not the real element. Yeah, this element here is just that is for to represent certain energy that you have. Okay, the thing about this, right? If this concept drinking water is true, what if you lack of fire element? Are you going to burn yourself? Of course not, right? Yeah, so therefore don't actually think this is a real element. Yeah, so I think this part is fine. So now, if this person need water element, so does it make sense that we like him to go through a luck pillar that has water element, right? Yeah, then he'll get lucky. So now let's check. Yeah, let's check his chart, see whether the water element is in the luck pillar. Okay, all right. So we need to look at the current one first, highlighted here. So do you see any water here? In the current one, do you see any water? Come on. There are only a few things you can see, right? This is earth, this is wood, earth, wood, fire. Is there any water element? No. Okay, is it? So which means that, is this person lucky? Can get a lot of luck, luck here? No. Okay, I know that the wood also weak, right? So let's stick with water first for this discussion here. So now, okay, now I want to predict. And because this is about the art of prediction, right? So I want to predict right now when this person will go through the water luck. If this person asks you, this is called Mary. Mary asks you, since now I don't have the luck, if she asks about luck, when will you think that you go through luck? By the age of 30 years old, is it possible? Yes? Okay, let's see. The moment she hit 30 years old, so like, do you see the water element here? Yeah, this is water, right? Actually, it's there already, right? So even though it's small mean little bit luck. It's better than nothing, not, right? So it's nice. So you can predict. Although it's very easily to see, but you can pretend a little bit, right? You can predict like you're counting your finger, even you don't know what you're doing. Just pretend it look better that way, It seems like you're an expert of doing that, just counting your finger and then say, okay, I predicted that by the age of 30 years old, yeah, you see more luck. Your path will be more smoother. Okay, then she asks you another question again. When will my luck last? Which one is better? So then you look at the 40 years old. You look at 40 years old. Okay, there's still a water here. Nice. And then also this one also water. Okay, so you say that, okay, you're going through luck, right? During 40s and 50 years old. And then how about this one? 60 years old. Is there any luck? Yeah? No, right? You see any water in the chart? No. So you got to tell this person if you want to create a lot of money or achievement, you must focus on this period, right? Then after that, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? Because once you created something already, right? So you don't need luck, because let's say you actually have luck in investment. You buy a lot of assets right now, and then you make money. Even after the luck is gone, you still can make money because you're collecting rental right now, right? Yeah, so this is how you plan for it. So I want you to look at your own chart. I want to predict when is the time for you. Maybe you're in one right now, then you should know what to do, right? So if you're in the next pillar, then it's good to actually look for that as well. Okay, all right. Nice. So someone asked about, what is it good for? That one we need to go through in the detail level. I'm not going to cover in this preliminary webinar here, because there's so many elements to look at. Yes, you can look at whether got wealth opportunities, whether you got maybe there's a retrenchment, or maybe you have a new boss. All these things is that, or health. There's so many things inside that pillar. Yeah, I purposely, deliberately choose not to talk about it because it will further confuse you. Okay, yeah, so don't do it first. I want you to understand the concept first, right? About getting lucky first. That's what people want, right? So later on, if that person is not lucky, then you can look at the items inside that box and then tell what this person can do, right? That is how it works. Yeah, so for example, let me show you again. Yeah, so and just now the chart here. So I see whether I can give you some example here. Okay, let me bring out the Barter chart again. Yeah, so this one I'm going to do the analysis. All right, so this is not part of the learning, but I just show you how it works. Okay, so now let's say this person going through this period of luck here. Let's say we just look at the luck pillar independently. Then we can tell that this person will going through indirect wealth. So which means that this person can make money during this time. Okay, but this person need to actually work with a partner. Yeah, why? Because there's a friend element here. So there's a friend element. So partnership is required. Okay, then you say that, what type of opportunity is good for me? Then you can look at, okay, so there's an earth on top and then there's an earth below. So I would say the earth is pretty strong here. So I would say that, why not you look on real estate opportunities for you? Yeah, that one would be good. Yeah, and then the thing here is, what type of area you can look for? Then you can look at Tiger. Okay, Tiger is in the northeast direction. They can tell them to look at the northeast area to see whether this opportunity coming in or not. You can do something like this, right? So then someone say that, okay, but the chart here got wood, earth element is a lot. You can tell this person, you better, if you don't want to get fat, you better exercise and take care of your diet, because when you go through this sub pillar, you become fat. Yeah, because the earth element on top and bottom also there. Yeah, so this is how I just give an example how we can read the chart, right? Randomly like this. Okay, do you like this or not? Yeah, so this is how we do prediction. Normally, when we do prediction, we don't do very far in the future. We do the current one and then we do the next one. Because anything you do here will affect your future. Don't you think so? The future pillars. So we don't care about the further down the road because you're still susceptible to change. Depends on what you do here. Okay. So this is how you actually read the chart. And then you can tell this person here, okay, right? So on top is earth element and then bottom is wood. Earth represents stability and wood represent growth. So in this time, you have dilemma. Either you want to grow or you want to stay at comfort zone. So you need to make a decision. Otherwise, you'll be very frustrated. There's so many things you can tell, right? Just to give an example, because it's someone you ask, right? How do we see this element? This is how you see it. Okay. So then you see, okay, the next love pillar, you go through hurting officer. Okay, hurting, you see HO here, represent hurting officer. So hurting officer means that whenever project you're doing, you need to be careful with the regulation and the law, right? Because hurting officer will hurt the officer element, which is the law. And also to tell this person need to be careful, even though your project make money, you need to make sure that you need to pay all your taxes. Your bookkeeping must be legal. I have to do things correctly. Yeah, because the next love pillar, you might have this potential issue. Yeah, that's how the prediction being done. There's so many ways to read on this. That will be very fun. Do you like this or not? Yeah, do you want to have this ability? It's pretty fun, right? Yeah. So this is how I just give you some example. How you actually do this prediction here. Okay, nice. Do you like it so far? Okay, so if you like the information I shared here, actually, I actually share a lot of information, right? If you want to learn more about my thoughts or my view about Chinese metaphysics, and how to improve your life, you can I actually publish a lot of free information on this, on my Telegram channel. So, and it's free. Yeah, I got Yijing divination there. Sometimes I give my thoughts about how to use BaZi, So if you haven't joined yet, this is the time you can join this. It's free, by the way. You can do right now is just to scan the QR code and then you need the Telegram app, right? Scan the QR code and then you join and then you get all the further future updates that I have. Sometimes when I'm in mood, some information I'm going to publish there as well. So there's a link on the screen. Or otherwise, you can click on you can scan the QR code, or you can download the Telegram app. You search Iverson Lee. Okay, either way will get you there. Okay, so there'll be a lot of things inside. You're gonna like this. Yeah, this is one of the way I giving back to all the students and the supporters here. Okay, so are you ready for step number 3 or not? Yeah, we are not end yet. Remember there are 3 things I'm going to cover. Yeah, this part I share with you about how the breakthrough work. How do you time for the breakthrough? So the third part here is let me show you the third part about the eye of the future. Yeah, this is the part here. So eye of the future is like this. Yeah, let me ask you a question first. 5 years from now, will surely arrive. All right, 5 years from now, the question is where? Yeah, where will you be? Or where will you want to be? Who with you that time? What type of job are you doing? Who do you love? How is your health? How is your physical outlook? Is it fat? Is it slim? How about your energy? Is it higher or is it lower? Because it will arrive 5 years from now. Time flies, right? So don't you think this is a very good question to ask ourselves to plan better? Because now it's eye of the future is your ability, to have the power, to have the view of the future. Yeah, that is the whole game of this prediction, right? You want to know this. And if you are not clear on who you want to be in 5 years from now, even you learn BaZi also no use because there's no direction to it. Right? This is the first question you want to ask yourself. And then once you ask this, then question to ask you, if you have that ability to have the eye of the future, let's say you have this ability, would you like to take or not? Let's say there's I give you this power right now. Would you like to have this ability or not? with this ability, it's as if like you have the eye of the future, you can see the probable future. Right? Of course, it's good, right? So then now, let me ask you why you want to learn this. I know Ocean say that any books can learn. There are no books yet, but I got class to learn this. Maybe later I share with you some part of it. But right now, let's stick with this first. Of course, you want to, right? But what is the purpose of learning prediction? Because some people, the more they learn prediction, more depressed they are. Right? When you learn prediction, if you become the more depressed you are, then it'll be a problem, right? So we don't want to actually do that, right? So now, why? Okay, some of you say life mapping. Okay, let me give you my explanation for this, and like this. The power of prediction is allow us to see the probable future, so we can return to the present moment and live differently. So I don't care how good your prediction power is. If you still lead the same life after you predict, it's good as nothing. You better give that skill to other people. Do you agree? Right? It's just like you take a trip to the future to see the outcome, like Doctor Strange, and then you come back to your present moment because the future is not happening yet, right? You come back to the present moment and you chose to live differently. If that is your purpose, then the prediction will be actually good for you. That's the whole reason. Right? See this. You want to know this, otherwise people learn prediction, why you want to learn this, right? So let me give you some quick one, to do the prediction here once you know this. So now, let's do some 2021 prediction. That's a quick one. Where prediction can happen in 10 years, could happen in 1 year as 2020. Right? So now, for all of you here for joining me, so I prepared some prediction for you. 2021, the eye of the future for 2021. Okay? All right. So now, let's answer the first question. All of this prediction here I make here is for a 2021. So let's answer the first question here. Who is the nobleman for 2021? Who will meet a nobleman? Are you interested to know? So in order to do this, you must know. How many of you here don't know which? I need to know. If you don't know where, what is your day master, you let me know now. If you don't know, type the word me. Okay, all right. So I think everyone know where your day master is. It's fine. Okay, cool. So now, how do we do this? If who will meet the nobleman is this one. If your day master is Yang Wood, if your day master is Yang or Yang Earth, or your day master is Yang Metal, next year you're going to meet noble people. Happy or not? Nice. So no, this is not animal sign. So I think a lot of you here say actually responds with animal sign. No. Okay, just for a quick one. Just to help everyone understand this, everyone here. So let me just show you again. Okay, I'm talking about this character. All right. Under the day pillar, you see the day. Let me zoom in a little bit. You see a day. At your natal chart, your preparation chart, you write the day. This one is your day master. So for this person is Yang Wood. So can you tell this person they're going to meet a nobleman or not? Yes. This person will meet one. Okay. Nice. Easy, right? Okay. So I stop this sharing first. So let me just pull you back. So how many of you here, your day master is either Yang Wood or Yang Earth or Yang Metal? Type the word me right now. Let's celebrate. Okay, the rest don't have. I got a solution for you. Rejoice for those who have. You also will become happy. Right? We rejoice for other people's happiness. This is only 1 year, right? Maybe another year you have it. Okay, nice. I see a lot of me here. Okay, if you're not, then just rejoice for others. So let me give you more detail here, right? So then the next question you're going to ask, because prediction, you're not just need to know about noblemen, right? You want to know how to beat them if I'm a Yang Wood or Yang Earth or Yang Metal. So, and let me show you. Okay, on the screen right now. So if you are Yang Wood, then your noble people will come through your boss or your superior, yeah, or the one you're reporting to, yeah, if you're Yang Wood. And now I give you more precise explanation from here because you want to know where to find one, right? Okay, so now the next one, if your day master is a Yang Earth, then if your Yang Earth means that your noble people is come through someone who appreciate your work. It will be a product of your creation, yeah, or the services that you deliver. So you need to come up with something new this year. If you're Yang Earth, you want to attract these noble people, right? It could be an investor that who like your product so much, then he decided to invest money into you. Okay, if you're Yang Earth. Okay, so this is the one. How then the next one, right? The next one here is the Yang Metal. This Yang Metal is all. So this Yang Metal is the one that have competitor, means that your competitor is a noble people. It's because they challenge you, they become so good, then suddenly ignite your drive to compete with them. If you are Yang Metal. Okay, so do you like this or not? Yeah, this is what we call precision. Yeah, where you need to deep dive further, we can tell the month and all those things, right? But let's not get into that detail. I think this alone will tell you a very clear, you know, what you're going to do. Okay. All right. Nice. Okay. So now let's do another one here. Okay. Easy, right? This one? Okay. I think this one is good. I got a lot of prediction. Okay. So I cannot finish everything today. Okay. I'm going to choose the one that I think is important for you. Okay. This one. Who is likely to lose in investment? So which means that you're going to lose some money or careless. You simply buy stuff, right? This is the prediction, and this is a second prediction. So now the answer here is if you want to, you need to be more careful of your investment if you have this goat or horse animal sign in the chart. Goat or horse, either one. Okay, so now check your chart. Yeah, check your chart whether you have this or not. So let me bring back, but the only one thing here is it has to be in the hour. Okay, if it's not in the hour, you're fine. You might spend on somewhere else, yeah, but not in investment. Okay, so let's do this here. So I show you an example here. So whenever I mention the hour, I'm talking about this one. Only the hour. Okay, now everyone check your hour because hour represent investment. Okay, so okay, I saw some of your comment. Few. Okay, finally you're happy again, right? I just thought you almost got a heart attack. So must be an hour. Right, so in an hour, you do. I'm not saying you cannot invest, right? So don't misunderstood or misinterpret this. I'm saying here is you need to be more careful because you're very likely to be more impulsive, or you just invest everything without back. Yeah, that would be a problem, right? So this person is snake, right? You see the snake here. So this one doesn't belong. This is not a horse or goat. So this fine. So how about your chart? You need to check your chart is whether you have this or not. Okay, all right. So now, next one. You want more? Do you want more? Do you want more this kind of prediction? Okay, if you want more, you type yes. I go to share with you more. I have so much, I cannot finish everything today, I think. Yeah, but I will choose the one important. Okay, since you asked, yeah, let's do this one here. Okay, who will bless with business opportunities for 2021? Yeah, this is a question that I think a lot of people ask, right? This only relevant if you plan to start a business, right? You don't start a business because your party chart says you have business opportunity. Yeah, that one is a road to disaster. Okay, if you are thinking to starting one, and if you have this criteria, then the timing is with you, the force is with you. Okay, all right. So let me just show you how what is the criteria for 2021. Business opportunities are represented by Yang fire. So do you have Yang fire in your party chart anywhere? Okay, so now some of you here are new. You don't know what is this Yang fire is. Yeah, let me show you the chart again. Okay, let me draw it for you. Yang fire is like this. This is Yang fire. Okay, so you check your chart. Let's say for this person, yeah, let's say this person. Okay, first of all, this is Yang fire. Yeah, remember this character. Yang fire is here. This represents business opportunities for 2021 only. Yeah, this one got expiry date one because I'm only predict yearly prediction. Okay, now if you look at this chart here, do you see any Yang fire in the chart? Okay, there is one here, and there's another one here. Okay, good or not? This person, if this person has a plan to start their own business, so this is the time. Yeah, opportunities is there. It become easier for you. Yeah, because the force is with you. Hidden is fine, right? And you still got it, right? So therefore, it's still good for you. So this is something that is very important. You check your chart, right? It doesn't matter where it is. If you have it, you got it. Yeah, don't complain. Yeah, some of you say, okay, I have it, but it's a small one. Come on, some people even don't have. Yeah, someone now you want to complain, you don't have, right? You know, some of you here don't discover they don't have Yang fire, and then now they are crying. And at the same time, you have one, your small one, you're complaining why it's a small one. You must be grateful. Yeah, appreciate. Okay, yeah, because you have one. Okay, right. And then how do you why this is how do we do this is because of one thing, right? You can do this power of prediction. Yeah, so that's how you do this. So just now you say you want to acquire this ability, right? Yeah, so do you like this or not? Yeah, the power of prediction. Do you realize that how your life can change if you acquire this knowledge here? You can not only plan for yourself. Yeah, how about planning for someone you love, your children, your spouse, right? This and the good thing here, just now I did for you is for 2021, right? So what if there are more things you can predict, like boyfriend, girlfriend, health? There's so many things. Yeah, so I just predict few the important thing, right? Maybe some of the prediction you predict about whether your boss will leave the companies or not. Yeah, sometimes you don't like your boss, right? Not necessary to leave the company one, you know. Maybe your boss almost to leave. There's nothing more upsetting by the moment you leave. A month after that, you discover that your boss also leaving the company, and the reason you leave the company because of him. Right? Why not check the chart? Maybe your boss going to leave soon, so your problem will disappear instantaneously and automatically without the need for you to leave a finger. Right? So therefore, it's a fun part. Right? So the thing here is, yeah, when you learn this, you don't just do 1 year. You know, a lot of time people predict 1 year, right? You want to do this. Yeah, with this knowledge, can you predict like next few years or not? So you know the path, right? So the knowledge you have here, you can predict any year, not only for 2021, but a lot of time people stop at 2021. Yeah, why not you plot 2021 to 2024? So don't you think you have a better, more stable plan, you know, to actually to plan it out, right? So therefore, this is something that if you how many of you here want to learn the art of prediction? I want to see all of you again. Yeah, if you want to do this, yeah, let me know. Yeah, probably I can share with you some information on this. Yeah, if you're interested and you feel that truly, honestly feel that this something can add value to your life, you know, type the word me right now. Okay, I see. Wow, so many of you here. Nice, great. So how do we proceed on this? So I'm going to this year, I did a lot of programs. Yeah, so this year I'm not going to. A lot of people ask me, Iverson, can you teach this or not? This year I do Yijing Secret, Period 9, 7 Forces, Bad Chart, Great Destiny. I know a lot of you attending the class. Thank you for that. This year I'm not able to do it, but yeah, a lot of people request me to do this, and I in 2021, I'm going to actually conduct a new program with new information. Yeah, this is important because old days, the parter prediction is for old times. The world changing so much right now. We need to update it to become relevant to our current world or current reality, right? So I take the liberty to change it because I meet so many clients. I see there's certain adjustment are needed. So I pack all this information into this 2021 program. Yeah. So if you are interested on this, the seats are quite limited. This would be the one. Yeah, Eye of the Future, and this whole program here talking about prediction. Yeah, therefore I name it Eye of the Future. You like the logo? Yeah, I like the logo a lot because it's represent an eye, right? So you can actually predict it, and then you back to the current moment, and then live differently. Yeah, that's the thing here. And you're not only need to want to plot for 2021. I want you to have the ability to plot any year, yeah, that you like. This is a part here. So some people ask, in this program, what you learn? I'm going to focus on luck pillar, of course, because luck pillar talking about timing, also on the year itself. Okay, those a lot of you here talking about already enroll. Thank you for that. Yeah, for those who haven't, yeah, this would be if you're interested, this is an online class, right? So it's just like this. If you like the way I teach, you like the style I deliver information, you can learn this right comfort at your own home. Where else, if there are no pandemic, this is not possible because last time I teach live classes. Yeah, but right now a lot of people cannot travel, so I'm going to do this online. Yeah, for one time. Yeah, so this is a 2021 program now with the end of the year, so it's a great time to plan ahead. Yeah, what knowledge you want to acquire in 2021. Okay, all right. So then now, if you cannot make it to the date? Let's say just in case you are not free that time, you can always watch the replay. Yeah, replay later on. Okay, now and. Who this program for? This program is for if you're in a downward spiral. Yeah, everything is not working out for you. One problem, one after another. This would be a right program for you because it's about prediction, right? You can change something. So, or if you're someone want to take control of your destiny, then there will be one. Or another one, if you want to live your life to full potential. Yeah, I need you to be clear on this. Yeah, you must be serious on this. Otherwise, you just learn, you forget about it. Is wasting your time. Right, so we don't want that. Yeah, ensure that you really want to make use of this information. So there are a lot of contents I'm going to actually teach here. So there are a lot. I'm still deciding which one is important, but there's something I already decided is your future wealth machine. Yeah, I like this. Right, so this wealth machine here is not talking about the wealth money alone, right? Because wealth could mean so many things. All right, so happiness, also wealth. Right, your ability to do something you like, that one also, do you feel wealthy or not, right? So this is how we're using it. And the career and business luck, I think this is important, yeah, to predict the career business luck and also your relationship destiny. Yeah, there are so many things I'm going to explore here. And I'm going to use different metaphysics system. I'm going to use Parter. I'm going to use combined with Yijing and Chiman Dunja. And some of you are beginner, right? You might ask, Iverson, if I'm beginner, we are able to benefit from this program or not? You can, yeah, because this program here is not a technical class. No matter which level you are, you're able to grasp all this information. Even you're expert, you also discover something new in this program. Yeah, I'm so excited about this. So I hope you feel the same, right? So, and this is the question I ask you, right? Where will you be 5 years from now, right? So, and because you need to have an ultimate comeback plan. Yeah, that is very important because moving forward, there will be a period 9, all those things, right? You need to know, what is your plan? Yeah, that's how part of it is about, predict alone is not enough, right? You also need how to plan on it. Yeah, so this is program. We help you to do this as well. Yeah, so if you're interested, someone just now asked how to proceed to the next step. Let me show you how. Yeah, so the investment cost for this is $497 US. All right, there's a cost fee, 2 days. From 7 to 11 p.m. GMT plus 8, and it's a live stream. Okay, you can watch a replay if you want to. And now, if you think this program is truly useful to you, you like the information, you like the way I teach, then this is the early bird price for you. Okay, 297. If you want to actually join today, this would be the price for this. Okay, so how do you do this? To encourage you further, to encourage you further, if you actually join this program, you decided to join this, enroll and master this art here, the team actually provide you one time limited bonus. Okay, this to encourage you. This is a time early bird, and then we get this bonus here, time limited bonus. And this is a exclusive webinar. I haven't done this before. It's called Destiny of the Giants. Do you like this title? This is a bonus. A bonus for if you sign up for a program, you're going to get this along with it. And this is where I'm going to show you how to analyze certain super achiever in industry. They're always a giant in all industry, right? In soccer, there are giants, right? Like Maradona is the giant in soccer field sector, right? So there are in a business, right? There are tech companies. There'll be one. So this is the one I'm going to show you. How do you analyze the chart? What make them so special? Because along the way, you might find out that you have some similarity with them in the bar chart, right? So you can actually apply the same thing. So this is the one that is with this. This is a bonus. This is an added value thing for you. This is a bonus I'm talking about. Okay, so if you decided this is something you want to learn in 2021, this is the only last step left is to join us here. Okay, so that is the link. This is the link that listed here, and there's a QR code. And the offer, you can also click the enroll now button on the right hand side, and the seats are limited. So if you want to grab for these opportunities here, this is the time to do so. Okay, click on the enroll button now, and I'm going to see you next year with a great plan. And I think you truly deserve this. Okay, all right. So, and let me just tell you this thing, right? There are two choices right now. Either you decided to join or you're not, right? So let's look at the possibility here. Let's say, if you decided not to join, then you just continue your life, right? Let the autopilot lead you. And what if you join, right? Maybe you'll say, right, if I join, if I'm lazy to apply what I learned, then I don't get benefit from there, right? If you join, if you don't apply, the worst is nothing, right? You just don't apply. Nothing bad happened to you. But what if you join and it does make difference in your life? Just how someone make difference on my life 7 years ago. What if? Contemplate that possibility, right? So I want you to think on it, right? The moment a decision is made is where your destiny is changed. Okay, so I want you to think on this, because there are only two pains in life, either the pains of discipline or the pains of regret. So if you, because the reason we do this, we want to live in the life of regret, right? It's much more painful than the pain of discipline. So I hope you actually consider joining us on this link here today, right? Because when we think about something, it's a dream, right? But when we talk about it, it becomes exciting. But when we plan on it, it becomes possible. But when we schedule it, it becomes real. Okay, schedule it, and then you'll make times to learn it. Okay, all right. So I hope all of you here enjoy this webinar today. Do you enjoy this webinar? So I hope you learned something new about the art of prediction and the power of BaZi and all those things here. And I hope that you guys here will join me here. I have a lot of great contents for you, and I'm sure you're going to like this. Okay, cool. So I wish all of you here have a healthy and a blessed life. And till we see again, I'm Iverson. Keep in touch.